The term handcrafted gets thrown around a lot these days. It's become a movement, a trend that can obscure the passionate folks who actually make amazing things by hand. Their remarkable stories need to be told, and I'm going to find them. I'm Anthony Bourdain, and this is Raw Craft. In the words of Tom York, sometimes the most beautiful thing to do with a guitar is to look at it. It's also a personal expression of its performer, an intimate instrument that can be sublimely beautiful or melt your face, screw you, rock and roll harsh. And when you're talking about a guitar that's handcrafted, tailored specifically for the person using it, it's an instrument to treasure for your entire life. Rochelle Rosenkrantz is a luthier based in Providence, Rhode Island. Born and raised in Paris, Rochelle studied architecture and had a successful career in product design before making a potentially insane decision, throwing that all away to make highly acclaimed handmade stringed instruments and earning a living by selling them. How hard could it be?
Welcome home.
Thank you. How are you?
When I arrived, Rochelle explained to me that it all starts with the wood.
What's the best? What's the stuff you like working with the most?
Like if you want a warm, cozy guitar, I'll go with cedar or redwood. If you want something that really is punchy and bright, I'll go with spruce. So for the guitar we're building, which is a typical classical, it's a Hauser. We're gonna use rosewood, so I think this set will be actually a good set for that. Usually you will take your piece of wood and you'll see that, oh, okay, there's some light leaks. You want it to be airtight. So you don't want that light gap. And you press this against that edge. Right. And then you just let it grind. There you go.
So it's like a mandolin in the kitchen, as it's called.
Exactly, yes. So you're gonna make a rosewood Julienne.
From the very start, it is the hand that plays the most crucial role in crafting each element of Rochelle's instruments.
So there's two types of glue that you use for guitar making. Water-based, basic. The other glue, we'll see that later, is hide glue. It's pretty smelly. It's horse ass, pretty much.
Right. So not vegan friendly.
It's interesting you say that because I have a customer for whom I'm making this ukulele. He's a vegan, so I had to find other ways.
Vegan ukulele, that's the name of a band right there. Or a nightmare, I don't know. So you glue these pieces together?
Yes. So you just apply a very thin line.
I would be really bad at this.
You want to try?
No. If there's extra, you just have to sand.
Yes.
A bit off.
So I would say like 60% of everything I do is sanding. It's woodwork out. It's not woodworking. All right. Under, above.
It's like trussing a chicken.
And this is where all the tension comes in.
I get it.
All right, so this is gonna be for hours. Underneath. But we're not gonna wait for that long. This is the magic.
That was fast.
Magic of TV. Security by always having a little bit more than you need. We're gonna go to the bandsaw. Now we're gonna do the bracing.
And this stays in the guitar?
That will be on the guitar, yes. Right, ready to glue up. Perpendicular. And now it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna put everything under pressure, literally.
Once the bracing is secure, Rochelle can move on to her favorite part, envisioning, building, and literally shaping the guitar's sound through its complex internal structure.
This is where the magic happens.
These.
And that's the most fun part for me. A lot of people think it's actually...
This stage.
Yeah, that's where like all the brain powers goes into. Mm-hmm. So you hold it by the shoulders and... Okay, it's deep enough. I have over 2 seconds. I'd like to get to 3 seconds of resonance. So for that, I'm going to remove weight because maybe those constrain the board too much, but I don't want to lose strength. So shaping them in the way that it will be thinner but still strong is very important.
So really bracing and structure are not what you're doing here. It's acoustic sound design, really.
Yeah, it's your EQ, pretty much. I'm shaping the sound right now.
Interesting. So this must be done by hand, this part?
It has to be done by hand. I cannot, I mean, otherwise it's just gonna be an okay guitar. I don't want a just good guitar, I want a great guitar. Otherwise, don't bother.
This kind of hand-tuned or handcrafted tuning,
Yes.
it makes a difference.
It does. I mean, I can show it, like really compare apple to apple. This is off the shelf. I mean, already visually, it is pretty obvious. Basically, spruce pretending to be cedar. So already you don't have the right species of wood for that. This is a sticker.
This is a store-bought guitar.
Yeah. And we can also try here. Now we hear the difference.
Much richer.
Much richer, much fuller. This is actually like taking advantage of the wood properties.
Mm-hmm. That sounds nice.
With the front and back done, Rochelle moves on to bending the sides.
I'm gonna trap the moisture by putting tin foil.
Oh, so you're steaming it.
Exactly. Now it's a steam bending machine.
Papillote.
Yes, exactement. And we're gonna first start. You can hear it. It's sizzling. So now you're gonna take each handles and slowly you're gonna roll with your fingers. Yes. Give a little quarter turn to those screws to lock it in place. Let's release the pressure. This is beautiful. I'm very happy right now. Good job. When can you start?
Hey, look, this TV gig can't last forever, and I frankly don't want to go back to brunch. Hate brunch.
And then comes the neck.
So you start by cutting just the profile. Then you work on the heel.
This looks like a lot of work.
Yes. And this is crucial. If you make this too short, it's not gonna work out.
Right.
If you go too far, it's not gonna feel right. There's pretty much no room for error.
Next come the frets, spaced according to the golden ratio. And then it's time to glue it all together.
This is hard. Why do you do this? Why do you do such a difficult thing?
Because this is the right way or the best way to get what I need from that board.
But I mean, in general, look, given your background, you could be working
I could
at a nice
just
architecture firm or a design firm. You could be sitting at a nice desk. Someone could be running and getting you coffee.
Oh yeah, and I had that, and awards and patents, and it was great. But there was something very disenchanting about working in a mass production. First, you don't have control from A to Z as much as you think you do. When I see how much product was obsolete that we had to trash or how much pollution we did, I didn't feel okay with that. This I feel okay. I know where the wood is from. I know this will be like the lifetime companion of the owner. It's not gonna end up in the ocean in 6 months. Actually, that might outlive the owner and have another life afterwards. We're in 2016. And you worked on it, so you should sign it too. Thank you.
Last but not least, Rochelle demonstrates how she finishes the wood, painstakingly building up layers of polish until she gets the look that she wants.
You blend in.
Let me get that.
Rochelle always makes her instruments to order.
Well, hello. Come on in, guys. Hey.
Hey, Tony.
Really good to meet you.
And each client brings with them their personal story.
Hi, Rochelle.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm really glad you get to meet Andy, and I'm pretty excited that you're going to be actually making the instruments that we're going to use on the soundtrack, which is pretty awesome.
So wait a minute. As I understand, wait a minute. You were composing music for to score to, this is so meta, this show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
Do you have something in mind you really want? Like the dream guitar, the one you had in your vision for years?
Yeah, I would like an electro-acoustic bass guitar.
Great. So we can do a combination of like a warm soundboard and something that will be maybe to help to have this little punch more on the sides, and yet the species will make sense for your playing. So here I have some little like decoration. What I'm thinking for you, because everything is very warm looking from the woods we've picked, to go with maybe an inlay that's like on a colder spectrum for a little kick of contrast. This.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
This could be very nice.
That's sexy. I love that. I'm going to trust your better judgment. You know what you're doing. Because, you know, I've never had anybody build a guitar for me before. I've just bought guitars. And so for me, this is like a very special moment.
It's special for me too.
It ain't the blues without some whiskey.
Thank you.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, there she is.
Look what I get for you. Christmas in August.
Wow. That is a thing of beauty. I'm speechless. I think I'm going to cry. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow.
Matches.
It's fantastic. Can't believe it. I love all the detail the mother
And
of
your volume button.
It's hidden.
and tone button.
So this is
And
like a
your-
little pointer for me.
Exactly.
Amazing. Look, I'm shaking. Yeah, and it's got a real chunky neck on it.
Maybe we should record the opening bass line with that. What do you think?
Yeah, well, a good idea. Yeah, could do. Why not? Put it through its paces.
Yeah.
Again, you have to count how many wows.